down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't say no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that flag 20.
Here we go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Sugar.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Here we go.
No, 66.
Here I come again.
He finds an opening past the 40. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Try 15. Try 15.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now Wentz on third down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Mike set. 380.
53. Mike. On the ball. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, 66.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Mike, 27.
72.
Target. Mike, 27. Mike, 28.
Hey, wahoo. Regular.
On 2nd and 9. Brady, quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Wait, set. 380.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check it.
On third down, Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, this is Harris. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's get it together, defense. Sunday.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Right there. All day, baby.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. 3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Mike. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Let me kill.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 27, Mike 27.
50.
Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
The Giants take over
Let's
first
go.
and
Let's do
10
it.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Check Mike 27. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Alpha. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Hey, echo.
All day. Defense. All day. All day. Hey, check Mike 27.
Ozzy.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Going to give this time to the tailback. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Sunday, Sunday.
Slam, slam, slam. Come, come.
This is Anthony Marshall.
On third down, here's Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They're going to test his ass in. He's still going to get a higher reading level than the Jets.
Doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense? Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz.
Well,
and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Trying to play this Bears
now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know what I'm saying?
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
You know what I'm saying?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
Motherfucking touchdown.
Shit, good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play.
Already?
Let's see.
From the 16, Wentz.
Stepping
up. He's going
Burn! Are you serious?
4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
That's a touchdown, baby. That's a touchdown, baby.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further
I gave Matt Collins back to you.
For the extra point.
Nah, that was what's his name? JJ. Yeah, that from Stanford.
What up, nigger?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He about to run the ball with Saquon.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Y'all hate when niggas who mix say the N-word, huh? So y'all hate when niggas who mix say the N-word, huh?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the
football tackle,
101, the trade expression 101.
Shit.
First down, make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down, and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of the
Come on, dog.
Bruh. Who the fuck? The 45 before he's brought down.
Bro, who this cracker that caught the ball?
Move the chains.
Come on, dog. Nah, that's Brady. I ain't mad at that. No, I'm talking about that's Brady who threw the ball. He can throw the ball off his back foot.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now the ball comes loose.
He was already down. He was already down.
Skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah,
bro, look at it's in the back cutter out that shit.
I don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when the ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
One thing I think it's safe to say
really,
defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not giving them to run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Barkley.
I did got all the Haitian colors on.
Malcolm Jenkins.
He gonna kick his field goals, bro. I can't let him stay, bro. He's been kicking field goals the whole game. He
able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run
baby blue and yellow helmets, white and green jersey.
But you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
13
He
yards.
ain't scoring no touchdown. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's start, baby.
Whoa.
I'm about to switch it up. I'm about to switch it up on him. He think I'm about to run it. I'm about to.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady.
Thank you. Let's go.
One that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Big hold of the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Damn, boy, that's weak. That nigga should have been there with a dog type of
I know.
And the Eagles able to
shit was
push
hard.
further out in
That
front.
shit so gay, dog.
That run
That shit was-
massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break
That
out
shit
your
happened to me a
calculator,
lot.
partner, because his
Both
yards
ways.
per carry went up
Get it against me and I get it for me.
Big time
That shit
jaunt
weak.
all the way to the end zone.
Oh, pass interference.
That'll be incomplete.
Oh.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Muhammad. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16.
Man, that nigga from the Redskins got away with one, bro. I'm hot, man.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
To try again after the sack. Brady, he's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the
Bro, how you get beat?
It's a big-time play there.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about.
59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, they let, man.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. He can kick the field goal, baby.
Up to stop him at about the 16. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is
This game is full of it, dog. Bro, this dude scored a touchdown on that?
You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as
bro.
you continue to look
Look
ahead,
at this.
if they're able to get that and somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2
This is what I'm
again.
talking
That's why
about,
teams are
dog.
practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The intent was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up.
This nigga scored a touchdown, bro.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I got Tannehill on deck.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Got him.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work.
What, you got a Komodo dragon over that, man?
They're working towards 1-1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. In traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Wait, set, play, 20.
Check, 53, Mike.
Check.
Rush in.
Hey, roll 66.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously,
yeah, man, 33-16, dog. That nigga was supposed to play better. Bro.
But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another.
Hey, what time?